Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my current favorite products, and that includes fragrances, beauty, skincare, body care. I have so many amazing products to share with you guys. So if you are new here and you love all things girly, go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss any future uploads. And with that said, let's jump right into today's video. So before I get started with my favorite products, I do want to share some new fragrances in my collection from Dossier, and this video is in collaboration with Dossier. Dossier creates fragrances inspired by so many of our favorite niche and designer fragrances, and they also offer their own unique blends of fragrances as well. So with Dossier, you do not pay for the label, you don't pay for the expensive packaging, you are just paying for the fragrance itself. And in return, you are getting affordable fragrances, but you are not sacrificing the quality. And I love to give that option because sometimes we are on a budget. And even if we are on a budget, we want to smell good, we want to feel good about ourselves. And I feel like Dossier is the perfect place to go for fragrances. So here is the packaging that the Dossier fragrances arrive in, which I think are so cute. I really like this. So here's how it looks when you open it up. You do get a card inside, which lets you know information about the fragrance, what it's inspired by. So I am going to show you guys the ones that I have, because the ones that I picked out, I am so happy with all of them. And these are fragrances that I have been keeping an eye on, that I wanted, that I had on my wish list. So here is the packaging for the fragrances. Very clean, sleek. The caps are magnetic, which I really love in fragrances. And they also tell you the notes on the bottle. So this one is floral berries, and this one is inspired by Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede, which I have smelled when I go out shopping. So I'm so happy to have this in my collection. This one is super feminine, super flirty, but it still has that sophistication to it and that depth. So you're getting like a beautiful spring or summer type of scent. I feel like this would be beautiful for springtime, and I am going to be wearing this spring. I'm going to be adding this to my next tray. It just makes me think of the color pink. This is so beautiful, girly, flirty. It's so feminine. Next up, if I could be a judge when it comes to this fragrance, I think I have the memory in my brain by now, because this is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. This one is Musky Musk, and if you have been wanting to try Juliet Has a Gun Not a Perfume, this fragrance is inspired by that, and that is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. So having this is literally like never too much for me, because I will go through those bottles quickly. It's one of those fragrances that I could reach for, and I know it's going to smell good anytime. This smells so much like Juliet Has a Gun Not a Perfume, but there's a little sweetness in here that I am in love with. This is beautiful. So this next one I have a funny story about. Before I even knew that I was going to be collaborating with Dossier, I went to Sephora and I was smelling Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. I fell in love with that fragrance. I had always looked at the bottle and it always just caught my attention. So I walked over to it, I sprayed it on my arm, and I bought what I had to buy, went back to the car. And when I get in the car, my husband was like, "What did you spray on yourself? Because it smells so good." And I was like, "You smell me?" Like, I loved when he told me that. So I was just like, oh my God, I need to get this fragrance. But it costs so much. And I was thinking, okay, with the sale coming up, I'm just going to get the fragrance. I got myself Citrus Neroli from Dossier, and I saved myself so much money. I am very picky with neroli because neroli can sometimes come off kind of like grass. This is like just such a beautiful summer, refreshing, clean type of scent. So beautiful, fresh, clean feeling, perfect for summertime. You will be seeing this in a tray for summer. And then this one is Woody Sage. This one is inspired by Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt, which is another beautiful fragrance that I've always tried, always smelled, really loved, but I did not want to spend that much money on that fragrance. There's a brightness to it, but then there's also like this grounding feeling to this one. It just feels very soothing and comforting in a way. It's just like a breath of fresh air with this one. And last but not least, before I move along with my favorites. This is an original blend from Dossier. They come in this beautiful packaging, and this is the Speakeasy collection, and I did receive fresh margarita and lime. That sounds so good for summertime. And this is a citrusy aquatic fragrance. It's definitely refreshing, lime, citrusy. Smells just like a margarita. So they have very, very nice original blends as well. So I want to once again thank Dossier for collaborating with me in this video, and I am going to be leaving the link in the description box so that you guys can check them out, and I promise you guys you're going to love these fragrances. So now let's go ahead and get into my favorites. I was going to do this like a monthly favorites, but we are kind of too far from March and we're kind of heading into the middle of April, so I'm just going to say these are my current favorites. I have been testing these products. I like to tell you guys about my favorites once I have really used the product and really just fallen in love with it. There is a product here that's fairly new, but I already wore it out. I went out with it, so I have like a very nice complete day of wearing it, how I feel about it. So I'm so in love with these products. I'm going to start off with some skincare because I recently went through a horrible breakout. If you watched my latest chatty get ready with me, I was telling you guys that I started a probiotic and it messed me up. It messed up my stomach, it messed up my skin. I had the nastiest breakout that I've had in a very long time. It was almost like when I was in high school. I had breakouts on my forehead, I had breakouts all over my chin. They were hurt, the ones that hurt deep in there, the cystic acne ones, and I was going crazy. I stopped any new skincare that I started and I went back to the things that I know that help my skin, but I did add one product into the mix that from night to day I saw a huge difference in inflammation, in the size of the breakouts. They were just flat the next day. So I do have the hyperpigmentation that takes a while to go away, but this product, I have fallen so in love with La Roche-Posay, and every product that I try, it just impresses me so much. So this is the Effaclar Salicylic Acid Acne Treatment. You guys, it's already up to here because I use this the first nights of the breakout, like the first week, I was using it every single day. I did not put this all over my face, only the areas where I was breaking out. This has 1.5% salicylic acid, glycolic acid, and niacinamide. You guys know niacinamide is amazing for my skin, so I would put this on in the patches where I was breaking out. I swear, I promise, the next morning I woke up, they were flat. I couldn't believe it. It did more for me than my acne little stickers. It did more for me than so many products that I have tried that claim to be like spot treatments. This is the only thing that I saw a difference with when it comes to reducing my breakouts. Definitely recommend this. Something else that I have added to my skincare is a morning cleanser, but I can't do just any cleanser because my skin dries out really easily. So I have been using the Inky List Oat Cleansing Balm. I have used a whole tube of this before. When I first had this, it wasn't a favorite for me because I was using it to take off my makeup and I don't really like it for that. I prefer this as a morning cleanser if you have dry skin because it's not going to strip your skin, it's going to cleanse, but it's very gentle. It moisturizes your face. You're not left with that dry, tight feeling, and it has been great. I have not broken out from this. I have been using it for, I would say, like 3 weeks now, almost a month, and it's been going great. So I'm very happy with this. I am going to continue to purchase this because this has become a part of my skincare routine, which I am going to give you guys a skincare routine video very soon. Something else that helped when my face was feeling just super aggravated, irritated, dry, red, angry was this Caudalie moisturizing mask. I've always gone to this when my skin is just very angry, dry, irritated. I will put this on one night and it will make such a difference because it literally like feels super duper hydrating to the skin, moisturizing, and it does not break me out. And it's supposed to nourish and soothe the skin in 10 minutes, which you can take it off in 10 minutes, but I just go to sleep with this on. So the nights that I use this, it's the only thing that I put on my skin is this. Love it so much. This right here is a product that I used like 2 bottles of, and now I have the jumbo huge bottle. This is also La Roche-Posay, and this is the thermal spring water. This is another product that I noticed really calmed my skin down. When I first started using this, I was like, can I just put like water on my skin because it's just water? But this says soothes and protects naturally antioxidant. I don't know what is in this. I don't know what magic this is, but this paired with my Cicaplast, which I don't get tired of raving about, are another product that just restores my moisture barrier. It just fixes and soothes my skin. Definitely recommend this as well if you have dry, irritated skin. Now for body care, I have two products from CocoKind, and I have been testing these out on my daughters as well as my husband has used it. I have used it. We've all just kind of been sharing these between all of us. So these are body care. This one is a KP smoothing stick. So this is for KP, are like those little bumps that you get like behind your arms, which I still get, especially during springtime when there's allergies. So this is an exfoliating treatment for bumpy and rough skin, and my youngest daughter took after me, and she gets them on her legs and she gets them behind her arms as well. And I've been putting this on her every day after she showers, and I've noticed it has reduced them significantly. Like, it has taken care of so much. She still has a few here and there, but they're mainly kind of like drying out. They don't look as bumpy. They're much flatter. So this is literally like, it looks like a deodorant, and you just rub it on the areas where you want to treat it, and it has been working great. And then this one is the Ceramide Body Oil Stick. So if you want something moisturizing, super duper moisturizing for the skin, this is for moisture and skin barrier support. So this one, I'm gonna put it right here so you guys can see. Like, if you want something to really give you that moisturized look to your skin, this is beautiful. This will give you like a really beautiful glow. It gives you intense hydration, and it's so easy to use because it's a stick. So you just rub it wherever you want to add hydration, wherever you want to look very like glowy and healthy. This one is really, really good as well. I forgot a skincare product. So I usually stick to the same morning moisturizers because I could break out so easily. So I usually talk about my Tatcha water cream. That's my #1 moisturizer for the morning time. But I have been using this Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream on my skin in the morning. And this is another moisturizer that does not break me out. And it just gives me that thin moisture. Even though I have dry skin, I don't really like super thick moisturizers because they will make me break out. So this is the texture of this moisturizer. It is like a thin cream mixed with a gel consistency, and it just sinks into the skin so beautifully. I've been using it for like a week now because I did use this in the past. I've gone through like 2 of these full size, but I was using my Tatcha water cream for a long time and I ran out. And I opened this the other day and I just remember just how much I love this, as well as the serum. They're both really, really good products. Should I take a break and talk about fragrances? Let's talk about fragrances for a little bit. So next up, we have some fragrances that I have just been in love with. First off, this one's new to my collection, and when I tell you I am freaking obsessed. My taste has been changing a lot with fragrances. First off, I've been getting more sensitive. I've been getting more headaches easily. I am not into like super strong, aggressive fragrances. That's just not for me. So I slowly want to make that known on my channel. If you love like beast mode fragrances, there are so many different creators who share those types of fragrances. I am more of a fresh, gourmand fragrance lover, fruity florals, but fragrances that are not like atomic bombs. But this right here, Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume Super Dose. Oh my, when I tell you, first of all, I wore this to bed a few times. I smell myself. If I get up in the middle of the night, I have like the most beautiful scent bubble around me. When you smell it out of the bottle, it almost smells like nothing. Like, you're kind of smelling it and you're like, what kind of perfume is this? Like, what is it? When you spray this and it mixes with your body, if it mixes well with your body, it has this sweetness. It's kind of like woody, musky, but the sweetness in it really amps up on my skin. It turns into like this. It's hard for me to describe this fragrance, but I'm obsessed. It's literally probably going to be in my top 10 ever. I think I like it more than the original Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. Like, I did not know that I could be this obsessed with a fragrance as I am with this. Love it. If you like to smell kind of clean, musky, second, guys, look at that glow. Look at that glow from this. I'm telling you, these products are so amazing. So yeah, this right here, love it. Another one that's similar, and I wore this yesterday. I took my girls to Disney on Ice with my husband, and this is what I wore because I was going to be around a lot of people. That's very like tight packed in there. So I wore Commodity Paper Personal. Loved it. This one is very similar to Juliette Has a Gun, not a perfume, but this one has like a woody touch to it. I'm not going to get into too much detail because this video is going to take forever if I do, but you guys know that I update you guys in my perfume diary videos. I really go into depth about fragrances. This one is in my tray right now, so I am going to be updating you guys more on these two in about a week. I want to wear them more, but they are favorites. They have climbed up that favorites ladder. They're up there. This one has a little bit more of a woody touch, but it's still soft. It's not that strong wood that can come off in some of their other fragrances. This is beautiful. It's musky, it's second skin. You smell good, you smell clean, inviting, and a little bit of woodiness in there, but it's not too strong. Next up, I have also been really loving Replica's Coffee Break. This fragrance is so relaxing. This is perfect to cozy up in bed or read a book, watch a movie. After you take a shower, you do your body care. You want to have like a cup of tea or something and you put this on. This is like milky coffee lavender. Aromatic, relaxing. The coffee gives it like this very relaxing, cozy vibe. It's just the way that I could describe this. And right now I don't reach for this during the day, like to go out, but in fall time I do. But for spring and summer, I keep it more towards bedtime type of scent. This one I talked a lot about last month. Tocca Giulietta, perfect, clean, out the shower, spring, fruity, clean shampoo, very juicy vibes. That's what this is. And it lasts all day on me. It smells very feminine and beautiful, bright, clean. I love it. I love this fragrance so much. Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy. Basic girl, I don't care. I will claim that. I'll be a basic girl all day, every day if I'm gonna be smelling like this. Girly, sweet, beautiful. It's floral, but it's blended so beautifully. It's not sharp. It's not aggressive. It's not annoying, because since on me, I can get annoyed of a fragrance real quick. This is perfect. It opens up with like a berry touch. There's also caramel in here, which gives it sweetness, but it's kind of like an airy sweetness. It's not a thick caramel, but the sweetness is there along with those florals. This to me will never get old. I love it so, so much. And lastly, for perfumes, Juliette Has a Gun Pear Ink. Beautiful musky pear fragrance. Beautiful. This is so good. Beautiful pear. It's fresh. You feel clean. Perfect for springtime. Musky. The dent says it all. I love it so much. It's such a beautiful fragrance. Definitely recommend it. So those are my fragrance favorites at the moment. Now let's get into beauty. And I have these, which I have been wanting to talk to you guys for months, but every time that I want to share them with you, I don't have like the package to show it to you because they're on my fingers. I wear press-ons, and I get a lot of questions about what press-ons I'm wearing, if they're press-ons. I wear press-ons, they last me sometimes. The longest I've had a set last me is 3 weeks. These nails, these are from Glam. These are the ones I have on right now. I kind of just put like the sizes that I didn't use so that it could look like a new package, but they are on my fingers. These nails right here, they're so beautiful. They last a long time. I love the glue that comes with them. I love the designs because they're not boring. You could get yourself a beautiful French classy look, but if you like designs once in a while, these are so cute. They have almond shaped nails. I think they also have a few coffin shaped. They always have sales on their website, but you can also find these at Ulta. You can find them at Sephora, and I love them. They fit my fingers really nicely, like my nails, and they just stay on. I cook, I clean, I do dishes, I take care of my kids, I bathe my kids, and my nails would last 2 to 3 weeks with these nails. So definitely recommend these. Makeup. I have been doing my makeup more lately. I'm so proud of myself because usually I just do my makeup like when I'm gonna film or if I'm going out. But lately I have been trying to get myself ready more often. I've been experimenting with products, trying new things. So I have 2 complexion products that are just so good. The first one is the Fenty Beauty. This is the Ease Drop Blur Smooth Tint Stick. I recently did a reel, a short, and a TikTok. Follow me on my different social medias for quick little makeup videos. This right here, I have mine in the shade 7. This glides on the skin so easily. It gives you, like, I would say like a medium coverage. You can build it up in areas that you need more coverage, and I just love this product. So beautiful for it being in a stick form. It just glides on the skin very, very nice. It leaves kind of like a dewy radiant finish, but you can powder it down and it sets beautifully. And it's just perfect for us moms. A lot of times I will get my girls ready to go out, and then I'll get dressed, I'll do my hair, and then I'll just shove a bunch of makeup in a makeup bag and I'll do my makeup in the car. So products like this are perfect because I could be in the car, swipe it all over my face, blend it out, and I'm good to go. And this just never does me wrong. It's so good. I definitely recommend this. Love it. It looks like second skin because it's very thin. So it's very, very comfortable to wear. Now this next one, when I tell you, I wore this yesterday. I've been wearing it more lately because it is something that I had in my collection and I kind of forgot about. And I don't know why, because it is so good. This right here is the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. This has SPF 20 in it. This gave me the look of my dreams, pretty much. So if you are a dry skin girly like me, you will understand me when I say sometimes we want that oily look. Like, I hear people complaining about oily skin, and I'm like, just give me a little bit of that. Because dry skin girls, we wish that we could get like that dewy, I wouldn't say greasy because I know extremely oily is not good either, but like that little bit of oil that comes through that just mixes the makeup and makes it look like skin. I need that because I'm dry. I'm like a desert. So if I powder too much, if I use the wrong formula, I will look 20 years older than what I am. I will look all cakey. I don't want that. I want like a youthful, dewy, just healthy look, and this gives it to you. If you have dry skin, this is amazing. Now, it's a tinted moisturizer, so you're not going to get full coverage out of it, but it covered up my hyperpigmentation just fine, and you can spot conceal areas that you want to conceal. This lasted me all day. I didn't powder it. Only place I powdered was underneath my concealer. When I wore this, I was in love. I kept looking at myself in the mirror in the car. I wore this to Disney on Ice yesterday, and I took my daughter to the bathroom and we were washing our hands, and I kind of glanced at myself in the mirror. I was like, damn, your skin looks so good. Like, I was like, I finally kind of like discovered a product that I know is not gonna do me wrong, because this is so good. That takes me into the next product that I wore yesterday, and I've already worn it like 3 times. I'm obsessed. I am so obsessed. These are the new Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blushes. Girl, I was scared about this because they look like blushes that are mixed with highlight. They're very glowy, very luminous. So I was just thinking, is this going to enhance and highlight my texture? Is it going to make me look just bumpy and just not cute? That's not the case with these. If someone comes up to you and literally stares at your cheek, yes, you might see a little bit of texture, but I feel like all makeup does that. But when I looked at myself in the mirror, when I took my daughter to the bathroom, like I said, at Disney on Ice, I was just like looking at myself. I was like, what? This is magical. It's like a blush and a highlight mixed together. It makes your cheeks look so dewy and plump and beautiful. I feel like I should put one on, but I already have makeup on. So I already got 2 other shades that I have not used, but I only included the ones that I used so far. This is Cheered, which is like a lighter pinky color. And how you see it here, that's how it looks on your skin. They're very smooth. Really, look at that. So beautiful. And they have like this, when you're looking at it straight forward, it looks like blush. But when you turn to the side, it gives you this dewy radiance that is just amazing. So I thought this one was going to be too light, but it definitely shows up on my skin as a light blush with like a dewy finish to it. They're not super duper pigmented, but you can build them up and it will look like you're wearing blush. This one is Happy, and this is like a cooler pink shade. So here is Happy. That's the one that I wore yesterday. So here is Cheer, and here is Happy. And honestly, the swatches don't even do them justice because I am so impressed with this formula. It's thin, it's not thick, it's not powdery. It looks very healthy on the cheeks, and it just looks like model skin. I've been so happy with so many products that I've been using, and I just want to share all of that with you guys. So that's why I do these favorites videos. For those of you who love all things girly, all things beauty, you need these. Another blush formula that I have been really loving lately, let me get the fingerprints off of them. That's the only thing I hate about this packaging is that. But these are the new Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush Shades. I have all three of them. And again, I have been putting these on in my reels on Instagram, shorts, all of that. So here we have Just Enough, which is a light kind of bubblegum pink one. This is my least favorite of the three. It's still a favorite. I've been loving it. It's just I'm getting used to this one because I'm not used to wearing super bright pink shades like this, but I did enjoy it the day that I wore this. So this one's really beautiful. So these are the Rare Beauty ones. Here is the Patrick Ta. This is the powder, this is the cream. These are very pigmented. You only need a tiny bit. I kind of went overboard when I tried the pink one. Here we have Not Too Much, which is a beautiful everyday color. It's kind of peachy pink on the skin. Gorgeous. Here is the powder, here is the cream, and it just makes your skin look really, really healthy, dewy, luminous, and the shade is perfect for every day. You can wear it with like any look. And then last but not least, this one, just I was head over heels with this one. I thought I wasn't going to like it, but I love this one. This one is She's the Moment. It's like this peachy color. It's almost like a cantaloupe color. It has like a mix of pink and peach. It's not too orangey looking on the skin one bit. I was worried that it would be, but it's not. And here is that one. Beautiful, beautiful blushes. I recommend them 1000%. Now let's talk about some affordable blush options that I have also just been raving about. And I just have one more shade that I have not used in my collection. I need to try it out. These are the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blushes. If you are on a budget, if you prefer affordable makeup, you don't want to spend that much on makeup, I get you. These are it. So here I have two shades. I have Coral Crush, which is beautiful, and Dusty Rose. These are so moisturizing on the skin. They blend out so beautifully. I don't really think that these are dupes for the Rare Beauty liquid blushes because those are so pigmented. I mean, this one's crazy pigmented, but I do feel like this formula kind of blends out a little bit easier. It's a little bit more emollient, I would say, more dewy. Just it looks really beautiful. I feel like it's its own formula. I don't really think it's like a dupe per se, but the Coral Crush is very pigmented, so you just need like a tiny dot of it. But again, gorgeous, gorgeous color. So these you can find at Ulta. You can order from their website. And I have also really been loving their lip oil. If you don't want to spend a lot on lip oils, you want one that feels luxurious, really nice, this is the Glow Reviver lip oil. This feels just like the Dior ones. Even the applicator looks like the Dior. They smell really good. It has like a minty smell to it. I have mine in pink quartz, but they have a bunch of colors to choose from. Beautiful on the lips. I love to put this on either during the day or while I'm prepping, doing my makeup, and I want to prep my lips with something. I have been reaching for this one a lot. This highlight, I raved about this on my TikTok. This is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe highlight. This highlight, it's affordable. You get 3 different tones in here. There is a gold one, champagne-y one, and a pink one. I have been using the pink one. I still need to use the 2 other shades, but this formula, so gorgeous. So reflective and dewy, and they look like second skin. When I put this on my skin, I was in shock. You cannot see where it starts, where it ends. It blends into the rest of your makeup. It looks amazing. You only need a tiny bit because they can be blinding, but they give you like that wet look. It's not a powdery highlight, so definitely check this out. Also, you can find it at Ulta. We got 2 more products and we are done. So lastly, I have a powder that I have been loving for my under eye area. This is the Pat McGrath Labs. This is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. I have it in the yellow shade, which I don't reach for too much because I feel like this one is sometimes a little dark for me, but I reach for the translucent shade all the time. This is the thinnest powder that you're going to put underneath your eyes. If you don't like a lot of powders, if a lot of powders look cakey on you, this right here is so thin. You have to be careful with them because they break super easy. I baby these powders. It literally feels so thin, so soft, and they blend right into the skin. They don't leave a chalky finish. They're not drying. They set your under eyes, but they look like skin. They're not super powdery. They just came out with a pink shade that I've been thinking about getting, but I'm not sure if it's too much because it's not super pink. It's kind of more translucent mixed with a little tiny bit of pink. So I don't know if it's worth it to pick it up, but I'm pretty sure that would be beautiful if you like a more pink under eye. Definitely recommend these. They're a little bit on the pricey side, but it will last you a long time. I've had mine for like a couple years now and it's beautiful. And the last product, which I used today, so it is dirty, but I think I want to pick up another one of these. This Makeup by Mario brush, the F4 brush, this is magical. Like, I have literally forgot about my beauty blender when it comes to foundation. I have not been picking up any other brushes because this is magic. The way that this blends foundation into your skin, there's no streaks, nothing. The coverage of the foundation stays there because the brush is just, it's not soaking into a sponge. This brush is everything. This end right here looks like it would be amazing for liquid blushes, so I want to try that next time I do my liquid blush and like contour and stuff. But the main one that I use is the bigger side for my foundation, and I don't think I've ever found a brush as perfect as this one. So there you have my current favorites. That was a lot. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Comment a little sparkly emoji in the comments if you made it to the end. That will let me know that you are a real one. You are part of the Glam fam. So I appreciate you guys so much. Comment down below if you love any of these products, your experience with it, so that others know about it, not just my experience. Any products that you're interested in. And don't forget to check out Dossier. Check out the link in the description if you're looking for any fragrances inspired by designer or niche fragrances at affordable prices. You can definitely check out Dossier. So that is going to be it from me today. Thank you so much for joining me. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.